Hello everybody, welcome back. I am back again to do our match reaction live for you guys this evening and go through the player rating after our 1-0 victory against Wycombe Wanderers away from home. A massive 3 points, a win, 3 points that we desperately needed, and we've gone to the Adams Park and we've delivered. And we may have rode our luck a little bit in that second half, but we certainly dug in deep, and defensively we were very good. The midfield was okay. I want to see it a bit better than that, but I think it was okay. I think up top, we were really lacking at times, weren't we? Obviously, Marshall did his best, as he always does, but Bojan just didn't do much for me. I think Ladapo came on and did nothing, as always. But yeah, that's our 4th straight win on the road. Can you believe it as well? So yeah, look, a really pleasing night. I'm sure we can all agree. But the thing is we're going to look at the stats and the player ratings very soon. But let's say a few of those. It's indeed Blue Terrier. We're here very happy this evening. Time to announce Taylor. Blue Terrier says, yeah, I mean, who knows? What a huge win, Aiden says. Absolutely. Should we predict Huddersfield to lose all the time? I mean, yeah, maybe that's a good omen. Yeah. I just couldn't see us winning this game, guys. I really couldn't. And obviously, I love to be proven wrong. And I was proven wrong. And I think a lot of people were proven wrong, obviously, in the chat last night when we were doing the preview. Can someone remind me who said we would win tonight? Blue Terrier, you absolutely got it right, didn't you? Now, guys, if you do want to come and have your say live, then I do want to try and get somebody in. And if you know anybody that wants to come in and say hello and have their thoughts, I'm going to put the link in the chat. And if anybody wants to come on and have their say on the match, then you are more than welcome to do so. I'm just going to pin that to the stream. So guys, don't be shy. if you don't want your camera on, you just want to come and speak, that's fine. As long as I know who you are. For example, if it's Blue Terrier, then obviously I don't mind accepting people I know that are regulars on the stream. But if it's somebody random, then I would need a camera on. But look, obviously the reality is that we've gone to a team that are in the top two and we've won the game, and I think it's a massive. It puts the table even better in better shape already, because we have games in hand on the teams above us. If we win that game in hand, then we go to 1 point from second. So things can change very quickly. So yeah, but look, on tonight, I was pleased with the first half. I think the first half, we really did. We were the better team in the first half, no doubt about it, and we deservedly led at the break. Obviously, the goal that we scored was the only shot that we had on target. However, I think in the second half, I don't know, we seemed to kind of tire a little bit. I think the substitutions, some did make a difference, some didn't. I think Evans looked a little bit better. There were a few moments where he was a bit, poor on the ball, but he did recover. But the second half, I think they did have the second half. We're being honest, guys. I think they did have the second half. I think, they were definitely better than us in the second half. And the stats suggest that as well. So yeah, happy with the first half. We got the goal that we needed. It was a brilliantly taken goal by Kane. It was a beautiful goal from the corner, on the volley, from the rebound, from the keeper's punch. Kane it was a fantastic strike on the volley, first time. And then, yeah, obviously, I would have liked to have maybe seen us go for a second goal. I think that we were looking to try and get that second goal, to be fair, but he just wasn't coming. And then in the second half, I do feel like we kind of sat back a little bit. We're a bit more compact as well. Wycombe offered nothing in the first half, but in the second half, they came out and they really and they really put the pressure on us. And I think they probably did deserve to get at least a goal. But credit to us, we dug in deep at the back. We were organised. Yes, and they may have a few chances that they had, but on the whole, defensively, it was fantastic. We were organised. To say that we didn't have much of the ball in that second half, I think that we delivered. Let's have a look at what people are saying. Let's see where we are. Good to get the win, but we need to learn not to sit back when going 1-0 ahead. We need to try and finish teams off. I'm not complaining, honestly. I'm not, but we do need to stop sitting back. Yeah, it did feel like in that second half, especially, we seemed to sit back. And yeah, it isn't something that we want to see, really, is it? Because obviously, 1-0 scoreline, you want another goal, and then you can just stay compact and sit back effectively after that, really. Then the game's kind of won. So I get what you're saying. I know you're not really complaining. You're just kind of saying. John Zane, he says, even though thanks for the favour tonight, leave us sitting pretty. Brilliant goal to win it. Yeah, it was a goal worthy of winning any match, to be fair. Our goal this evening, absolutely. It was a brilliant finish, as I said. But John, we are coming for you. So we are coming for you at the top. I'm joking. We need some players in the building first. We know that. But yeah, it's looking good for us again. John, can you go easy on us at the end of the month? Yeah, and obviously, we're going to get John on the channel, guys, actually, in a few weeks. He's going to come on and do a preview. And instead of me talking about the opposition, I'll get John to tell us all about the opposition and who he thinks we should be looking out for. And yeah, we'll just have a good stream with John, obviously, an opponent fan. So stay tuned for that in the next few weeks. But like I said, we did ride our luck at the end, but we earned it because we did play, we really did work hard. Everybody was, staying compact in their positions. And yeah, it's you do earn your own luck in this game, and we certainly deserved it. I think we both know that's not happening. Yeah, obviously both teams need points. It's going to be a good match actually at the end of the month. But anyway, we've got loads of games left before then, guys. So let's not get too carried away here. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. But like I said, if you do want to come on and have your say, the link is in the chat. It's pinned to this stream. So if you want to come on and have your say, have your thoughts, then you are more than welcome to come on. I know a lot of people like to just have you speak in the chat, but it'd be good to get somebody on, at least. Now let's have a look at the stats then, guys, this evening. Obviously, they ended up with 60% possession to our 40%. Now, if you remember, they barely had a shot on our goal in that first half, Wycombe. But look at that, 15 shots in the second half for them. Well, they may have had a shot in his first half, to be fair, but they had the majority of the shots came in the second half. They got 3 on target. We had 5 shots, 1 on target. So in the second half, we didn't create anything, and we didn't test the keeper in that second half, because that's the stat. We had 5 shots and 1 on target from the first half. So yeah, we certainly got dominated by Wycombe, but they didn't score, so that is what counts. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, but we have to just kind of look at it in a way that we kind of, they really didn't test the keeper. They had 15 shots, but they only had 3 on target, so I don't think it was that impressive from their point of view in the final third. But look, let's have a look at the table then at the moment. So obviously that win it extends the difference between 4th and 5th. Well, it extends the points tally. The teams that are below us to 3 points, so we've got that cushion. So we're literally 9 points. 9 points in the we're 9 points clear adrift of the playoff picture. So maybe that's not the right way. We're 9 points clear in the playoffs, so we're looking up rather than down at the moment. But we've cut the gap on the top teams to 5 points, Wrexham and Wycombe. So we've cut the gap there. 4 points, sorry, I can't do my maths. And Birmingham obviously have a 6-point buffer over us at the moment. So yeah, that is how the table is looking at the moment. Huddersfield are ready in playoff final again. I mean, yeah, obviously look at the table again. I mean, yeah. Doesn't, in fact, it might be, to be fair, if we get, it depends, because we'll be playing 5th place if we get in, but obviously Reading are near 5th. But yeah, if we stay like we are, but we want to keep rising up that table, guys. But yeah, I mean, imagine if that was the same playoff final that got us to the Premier League. So yeah, that would be crazy if we met them in the final again. But look, we'll see what happens. But look, let's get into our player ratings then. I've kind of summed up the game a little bit for you guys, so hopefully you guys know what I kind of think. Like I said, overall, I'm very happy. Well, of course we're happy, but I'm happy with the performance in some aspects, but in some aspects as well, you always want more, and that's the message really. We always want to see more. We have Wrexham and New Lot in the next few weeks, so Wycombe will be cheering for us, I'm sure. Right, yeah, right, fair enough. I mean, I can't remember when we played Wrexham, but at home, because we've played them away, but we need to play them at home. But yeah, but look, let's have a look at the ratings and go through their ratings. Let me know what you think as well as we go through these. Let me just move the camera so you guys can. So there we are. so you can see me a little bit better. And I'm going to take the banner off because you can't see. So let's start with the goalkeeper then, Chapman. I thought Chapman did very well this evening. There was a moment where he did kind of, get it a little bit wrong. But apart from that, he did make some good saves. And he was good as always. I'm going to give him an 8, actually. I think he was brilliant. I think he deserves an 8. I know Silver Score's giving him a 7.7, but I think he deserves an 8. Great win that. Joseph says, yeah, absolutely, Joseph. Choosing the 4th match to play. Fair enough, so quite a while off then, yeah. So Chapman, an 8. At the back, Pearson. I thought Pearson was outstanding. He was winning everything, and I think he was our man of the match this evening. I'm going to give him a 9. I think he was winning his duels. He was everywhere in that defence. He's getting his foot in as well, and he was brilliant. I think he was the best player in the defence for us. Pearson gets a 9. Lee's probably give him a 7.5. I think he did okay in parts. Obviously, he was the captain this evening. Obviously, with Hellick being absent. 7.5 for Lees. I think he did some good stuff, but he was also a little bit shaky as well. And obviously got himself booked too. So yeah. Next up, Spencer. I think Spencer deserves a 7. I think he was good in the first half. He struggled a little bit in the second half, and he was taken off. I think he was okay. I think he did some good stuff in the first half, but second half he wasn't. He was kind of struggling a little bit. But yeah. Next up, Ollie Turton. I think Ollie Turton was okay. Didn't do much, but he was there kind of when we needed him a little bit. I'm probably going to give him a 6.5. Oh, bless me. Koroma on the other side. I think Koroma was a bit iffy this evening, if I'm honest. I think I'm going to give him a 6.5. I think he was okay, but I want to see more from Koroma. He's too inconsistent. And he didn't do enough for me. Hodge in the middle. Probably say 7.5, to be honest with you. I think Hodge did well. I like Hodge in that midfield. He's such a live wire. Obviously, he came off because obviously he's still building up his minutes from, obviously working his way back from injury. So, yeah, but look, he's got he had a good hour under his belt this evening. So, good stuff. Did well. And, yeah, he's going to keep getting better, hopefully, and keep fit as well. And he's going to be a key player from now until the end of the season for us. Absolutely, I love him in that midfield. He makes a massive difference in that midfield for me. Herbie Kane obviously got the goal, and it was a very well taken goal, as we've already alluded to. Did some good stuff throughout the game as well, but a bit slack at times as well, I must admit. But he did well. He did well. But you're always going to see more. Probably going to give him. Obviously, Silver Score's giving him a 7.3. I'm going to give him a 7. I think he did well, but I do think I want to see a bit more from him if he get there. He's doing some good stuff, but he's not consistent for our match. If that makes sense. So yeah, and obviously you got the goal, so credit to him. Radulovic up top. For me, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna give Radulovic a 6. I think he did some good. He did win a few free kicks and stuff like that, but there's far too many times, guys, where he is losing control of the ball so easily. He's not putting himself about enough. He's not winning enough duels. And yeah, his first touch is so poor on so many occasions. So yeah, I think Radulovic I don't think he was that great this evening at all, if I'm being honest. You need more from his strikers, and he isn't producing at the moment. Marshall, I don't know how Sobscore's giving Marshall a lower rating than Radulovic. I think Marshall worked hard this evening. He did have a few shots into the first half that was obviously saved by the keeper, one that skewed over the bar as well. But yeah, he worked hard, but he was a little bit quiet at times. I'm probably going to give him a 6.5 because, yeah, I don't think he was that great. And then if we go to the subs, Josh Ruffles came for Karoma. 6.7 he was given on sub score. I think I'd give him a 6. I don't think he was great. When he came on, he did all right, but didn't do anything amazing. Evans, I think Evans did some good stuff when he came on. Especially towards the end of the game as well, where he was obviously, keeping it up at the top of the pitch and obviously buying himself a free kick as well at times, and just slowing the game down a little bit, being professional. I think he gets a 6.5 from me. Balka came on and did well, to be fair. He was obviously under pressure with the constant pressure that we was getting from Wycombe. So he was being tested. But he was there when we needed him. And he did well, did some good stuff. I give him a 6.5. Hogg came on and does what Hogg does. Just helps us see out a game and gets challenges in and, just does his best. So probably a 6. A 6. And then Freddie Ladapo, I'm sorry, but I just don't know what he offers to this side. Well, in fact, he doesn't win anything. He doesn't offer anything. Didn't do anything when he came on. So for that reason, you start with 5 usually when you come on. I'm going to give him a 5. I'm being kind. Probably could have given him a bit lower, but Ladapo, just not acceptable at all. Nowhere near good enough. 9.5 for Matty, man of the match. Fair enough. Yeah, you've been Matty P is a 9.5. She's nice. But yeah, I'm going to. In fact, no, I don't need to do it. If you do want to come on and have your say, let me know in the chat. In fact, just click the link in the chat in the pinned message. If you want to come on and have your say as a guest, let's hope we can get some strikers through the door now. Yeah, I mean, look, we need to start doing that now, don't we? I'm going to see if somebody wants to come on. Right, let's have a look. May got a question for you. I know Balka back with Longback injured for, I'm guessing, a couple of weeks. Do you think we need to look at getting a left side centre back? Well, if Longback's only out for a few weeks, mind you, to be fair, you just never know how long Balka's going to stay fit. It suggests that he's not going to stay fit long. but I do think we have got bigger problems in other areas, because I know what you're saying. It would be nice to get another. I think it would be nice to get another left side centre back in. But if Lomvak's only going to be out for a few weeks, we're kind of just hoping that Barker is able to just keep fit now. And I think if you look at the defence tonight, I think it looked pretty good. So I don't really think we need to really. So yeah, it's something that if we had an opportunity to, I wouldn't refuse it. But I do think obviously the priority is obviously the strikers. I do think we need a box-to-box midfielder. Personally, that's what we need. And then anything else is a bonus in my mind. I think we need at least two strikers, as we've already said, and a box-to-box midfielder. And if we can, a left side centre-back, just for a bit more depth in there, quality depth that we need. But I think we're going to wrap it up very soon though, guys. But I do want to kind of keep it going for a little bit longer. So any questions, anything you want to ask? We will be live tomorrow, by the way, again, for the transfer show. So we'll obviously our weekly show. Got lots to discuss in that one. So yeah, hopefully you guys can tune in tomorrow from 6 for that one. And I think if we can keep Barker fit, guys, he's going to be a big player for us. And I think, obviously, if we can get some quality attacking players through the door, we've got every chance going up automatically. I think with Helik and Barker at the back, I think it's a good combination as well, by the way. I think, I don't think we've ever doubted his ability. I think it's just the fact that he just can't stay fit. I want to see what people are saying on social media then. Let's have a look, see what people are saying. Yeah, a lot of people are saying we just need a number 9 and, to come in and hit the ground running. And it's a guarantee and he guarantees a top 2 finish. But I think this is a fantastic performance tonight. I think the fact that we've won 4 games on the bounce as well now, away, against a team like Wycombe as well, I think it's impressive. But we have got a guest in, and I'm really delighted to have him on the show because it's always good to get somebody. I can never get guests on this channel. I don't know why. Nobody seems to want to speak to me on here. Although they do speak to me in the chat, to be fair. But yeah, you'll be there tomorrow, Aidan. Good stuff. And Matthew said, great win. See you Thursday for the transfer show. Yeah, we're doing a transfer show with Matt on Thursday, so hopefully you guys can tune in for that one. Great to collaborate. We've upped the cherries in all departments. Big up to you guys over there. Is Joe Taylor coming? Well, there's a lot of rumours going around. Obviously, he wasn't in the squad for Luton yesterday, so there's a few rumours circling even more now about that. But let's see what happens with that one. Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But look, we're going to get our guest on. He did kind of watch a little bit of the game, but he didn't see it all. But still, good to get his thoughts. But Orest, I'm going to add Orest in. Hello, how are you?
Big up. How you doing? I'm alright. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm obviously good. Obviously, after a good win this evening. What did you make of the game? Obviously, of what you saw, and obviously the goal as well. I've kind of spoken about the goal, but I think it was a fantastic goal that on the volley from the corner. But yeah.
For me, I like the goal. Obviously, from corner, keeper punches it out, and then Herbie came with the goal with the shot volley. So yeah, very good goal and very good win against a team that is, I believe, second place. So you know what, you just have to keep the wins coming. And like I said to you before, no more drawing or losing, because that's what's going to come really. There's about 22 games left or so. So we have to, keep these games coming one by one, winning, not focusing on the next, the match afterwards. Just the match, whatever comes next, just winning. So, yeah, I thought it was a brilliant performance against a good team like Wycombe. So, away from home, 1-0, clean sheet. I think there's nothing more you can ask really. But yeah, I thought it was a very good performance from Town today.
Yeah, and I think, look, I don't think we expect to win every single game, but I think the fact that we've dropped points against teams near the bottom recently, and home as well, the last 2 games, it's really frustrating, but we can't really think about that at the moment. We just have to focus now. We've won this game, and hopefully we can keep pushing on. But I was saying earlier, obviously, Mike Pearson, I thought at the back this evening was fantastic for us. I have criticised Pearson on numerous occasions, but I give him credit when it's due. And I thought he was everywhere. And obviously, Hellick not playing tonight because apparently ill. It was a big blow that before the game. I was fearing a bit of the worst there, but we dealt very well with what they did really. He says, Horace, we all know you love Huddersfield instead of Man United. Yeah, I think he likes a bit of both, to be fair. Anyway, Jensen says, hi mate, didn't realise he signed. Yeah, Jensen, I said that I was going to do a separate stream reacting. I think Keith said that he wants me to do a live. I'm going to do a video, but I thought, no, let's just do it live instead. But welcome back anyway. And yeah, but I don't know what else you want to say. Also, yeah, let's have a look at the table. And obviously now, it does look a little bit better actually for us. Obviously, we have reduced the gap on the teams above us now. So we do have a game in hand on Wycombe and Wrexham. If we win that game and we go to a point, we'll be right on there. They will be right on them if we win our game in hand as well. So, look, where are you at with the whole situation at the moment? You know, we kind of sit in fourth place, and a lot of people are saying it, but we need to get attacking options through the door. And I think a top 2 is a real opportunity, isn't it? If we can do that.
100%, I agree. If you manage to get someone that's known for being clinical, or just someone, I'm not expecting a lot, but like maybe you can try and get strike from the Championship. Maybe you can attract just someone that's going to be reliable. So yeah, I really do think if Kevin Nagel brings in a striker that's known for scoring goals and reliable, then I think top 2 is definitely a shout. But I think I said try win every game, but what I mean, right, not drop points against a team that's near the relegation. That's
what.
Yeah. So try and win as many games as possible, and top 2 could be on the cards, but one game at a time, obviously. But yeah, definitely getting a striker. But I just hope the board doesn't think, oh, we won 1-0 today, we don't need a striker. So no, you still need a clinical striker that's going to get goals.
Yeah, no, it was still evident in this match today that we need one striker, because I was saying during the stream that you just want somebody to either come off the bench and get you that second goal, and we don't have that, unfortunately. To be fair, we don't have a good 2 strikers starting, to be honest with you. Have you seen Joe Taylor play much? Who is currently at Luton? We're currently being linked with him. We were linked with him last summer. Do you know much about him? Obviously, he was injured. He has been injured a lot, and he's not really been playing much for Luton, really.
Yeah.
But do you think he is potentially the player that we should be looking at?
Seen the rumours. I've not watched much of him, but I have seen the rumours online spreading everywhere. But like I said, I just want to see someone that doesn't have too many injury records, because if someone has a lot of injury records, then that's going to be a bit annoying to try keep the player fit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I've definitely seen the rumours, but I might need to watch them. But yeah, Joel Taylor needs to be reliable. If he wants to come to town, he needs to be reliable. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, because he's not been playing much football as well, it's going to take him a few weeks to get up to speed of things, I think. And I think that's we need somebody to hit the ground running straight away, really. But I don't know. He's not been playing much. He's not match fit, so it is a concern. But and Jensen, we do need Joe Taylor. We need to get over the line. I mean, I don't have trust in the board. This is the issue. We should have had him last summer. Although, to be fair, Luton were playing hard to get, so maybe they were a bit annoying with us. But I still think you have to get those deals over the line if you want them in, and we didn't. And then we went for Ladapo, who makes you play like you're down to 10 men when he comes on. So yeah. But look, another clean sheet. Chapman is bossing it in the goal. He made a few good saves this evening, and I think Chapman has really took over our number one jersey now as goalkeeper. And I think it's a great thing to see because he has been in the club for a while. He's come through our academy system, and he's had to bide his time. For the club, obviously he's been out on a few loans, but he's had to bide his time here. And obviously Nichols getting injured, he's really taken it with both opportunities. But have you seen much of Chapman and what have you made of him? Because I think that Chapman has really taken an opportunity, and I think even when Nichols gets fit, I think Chapman is our number one now, personally.
I agree. I think for a player to come from the academy, just come to the first and say, you know what, I'm gonna show that I deserve my number one starting every game. I think that's what he's shown. I think he's shown a great mentality to come from the academy, and like I said, to come to that first team and just perform a performance like that, it's just brilliant. So I think you're right. Once Lee Nichols comes back, I don't think he should come back straight to the lineup. I think Chapman should stay in goal, And for me, when I talk about goalkeepers, right, how I do it is, if a goalkeeper has a one bad game, maybe you can say, right, Lee Nichols, now's your time to come in and, prove to me why you deserve to start over Chapman. But I don't see Chapman doing any mistakes. Fingers crossed. But yeah, he's been an outstanding keeper. Coming from the academy, yeah, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant for him.
Yeah. He's actually Australian as well. And he does make me laugh when he speaks. His Australian accent is brilliant. Anyway, going off topic a little bit there. Chapman has done brilliant. Yeah, he has. He really has. But look, I do think we need to sign some strikers. But I also think we need a box-to-box midfielder. I don't know how long Kasumu's going to be out for, but I think that we really are lacking in that midfield. Look, Kane is doing good stuff at the moment. He does look a bit tired at times. I do think, he does need to maybe get a little bit of a rest. Wiles, he's in and out of form, even though he's done very well this season, to be fair to him. But I want to see more. I want to see consistency from Wiles, because when you look at his performances, he's very much in and out of games. He's not in the game a lot, and sometimes he hides behind opponents. I've seen him. You've got to show for the ball. So, yeah, look, and I think the wing back that we got, when he's back from his ban, which, again, is just annoying that he got a red card the other day. But when he comes back in 2 games' time, I think he'll be good. It will be good to see him a little bit more. But hopefully he's a good player for us, but too early to judge at the moment. But what have you made of Duff then so far? Because for me, I think that Duff has really done well to say that he hasn't got a fit striker in the building. Now, my only qualm with Duff is, yes, he has been getting plenty of good results, but I just think at times the way we play, it's too slow. We've seen it on a lot of occasions now where the build-up is too slow a lot of the times, not enough movement ahead. I think the formation, at times can be a little bit problematic, because I just don't think we've really had the players to play that system he has. And I know I always go on about systems, guys, but honestly, I'm just being honest. Like, obviously, we had the issue with obviously Miller getting injured and then not being... We obviously had to play Koroma at left wing back, which, it worked, but I think Koroma should be going, in the striker positions, even though technically he isn't an out-and-out striker. But still does okay for you there. But I think he's done really well, to be honest with you. But what do you make of Duff so far?
Yeah, I think tactically, he's done well. Seeing that you don't have a proper like, out and out striker that can get you goals, but yeah, I think he's done very well. But the only problem, like I said, I have with Duff is when like results are not going good. For me, right, he lacks. I think first in his mind is officials, and when managers do say that, they do get fined and charged, and then they do miss the next game. So I just don't like quite seeing managers like. I don't remember Duff. Like, does he like to blame himself? I don't think so. But for me, right, what I want to see from Duff, if results don't go right and the team is not playing well, I would like to see him take some accountability from Duff, but not on the officials because you know how champion like officials are like from the leagues. They will charge managers straight away. So for me, that's the only problem I have with Duff. But apart from that, I think he's done absolutely spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but for me, I do think he does take accountability as well. I think he has done that at times when we haven't got results. I've heard him, but I think the problem is I don't think he's like because we seem to have big talking points because of the referee. I think he's brought up in the conversation in his in his questions after the game, so he has to kind of say what he wants to say. Um, Obviously, the referees seem to like to give him a card. He got sent off. I think was it again? It was the Burton game, I think. Um, a few weeks back at home, he got sent off. Oh yeah, because they were time wasting Burton, and they were keeping the ball in the dugout. And they weren't giving the ball back, and
Yeah,
Duff went into the technical area and tried to get the ball. But this is emotion. This is emotion, and they were doing it all game. They were wasting time. Anyway, I'm not going back to the game, but yeah, I think Duff has done well, and I think he does take accountability. But and I'm not being biased, but I do think that we have bad decisions given every week, and I'm not blaming that for the results in the past few games. But I don't think it helps when you've got a referee that hasn't got control of the game. He's allowing the opponent to waste time. We're going to have to, we're going to have to deal with that because, when teams come to the Johnson Stadium and they come just to park the bus and they waste as much time as they have, as they can. Loads of teams do it this season, but loads of teams are going to come here from now until the end of the season and do it as well. So, how do you think we should be dealing with that better? Because I think that we do struggle and we get frustrated easily. So, how do you think we can break down how can we deal with teams coming here and just sitting back and wasting time?
mm, that's a good question, Yarks. I think it comes down from Duff really to find that way to find a tactical way to break it, find the knowledge of how to break those teams down. But for me, if teams are time wasting, then that's on the referees to realize to book
Yeah,
them. If they're doing too much, just book them. That's their powers. Like, that's one of the rules. If they see someone that's time wasting or holding the ball for too long, they have the rights to book them. So I understand that's frustration, but we know the standards of referee is shocking, and yeah, hardly none of them are in these their jobs. But yeah, it will be frustrating, but comes like I said, it comes down to Duff to find a way to break down these teams and try and limit the teams that are time wasting.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But League One referees are even worse. I hate being in this league. I really hate it, but hopefully we're not in it for long. And in terms of the outlook, then do you agree with me when I say that if we don't get promoted, it's a failure this season?
of course, I agree with you. The standard should be promotion this season. It should be on every player's heads every game. It should be promotion. So if Town are not promoted this season, then everyone upstairs should be getting a sack, and I mean it. Like they should.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah, it seems like Nagel is deemed to be sticking with his team because he didn't do anything because he's the best mates and he thinks it's an amateur club. I think the owner is a big issue right now, and I'm not going on. I'm kind of deflecting here off the situation, but I do think that the owner has been very naive. I think the way he reacts to fans, I don't know if you've seen it, but when people have concerns about the club, I don't really think he should be being so abrupt and rude. I think I read out a comment the other day that he made towards a fan that was, I can't remember now, but I don't mind communication, but I just think you have to, we're not an amateur club. So why is he behaving in that way? But anyway, Keith says we need a couple of players that sort of sparkle of flash and put the ball in the net. Yeah, we do. And I've said it on numerous weeks now that I look to the bench and I just think I know we've got a few injuries. Now, I get that. Injuries have been a big theme once again this season. But you look to the bench right now and you're thinking to yourself, who can come on and get you that winning goal if you need it? Who can come on and maybe get you a second if you're already winning the game? I don't see it. We don't have anyone. And I think that's a big worry. But yeah, but you're very right there, really. So I think we need 2 strikers, a box-to-box midfielder, and maybe another centre-back, depending on how things go with Balker and Reese in the next few weeks, as he came on the pitch this evening. But yeah, hopefully Helik's back for the next game. He was only ill, so he should be back for Saturday if the game's on, because it is against Shrewsbury, and Shrewsbury don't have under-soil heating, guys, and the weather is going to continue to be very cold up until the weekend. I think it's going to be cold for the rest of the week. Maybe next week it starts to change a little bit, but yeah. So we'll see. But yeah. But if you had to pick a man of the match this evening, who would you go? I mean, I suppose you didn't really watch the game like I did, so it's hard to say. But if you look at the Sofa Score ratings, let's have a look. I forgot, not that one. Who have they got as their man of the match? I think, yeah, they've got Pearson as their man of the match, and I agree, because I think he was outstanding. He was winning his duels. He was everywhere. He was putting tackles in, throwing his body on the line as well when he needed to. I thought he was brilliant. He doesn't have much pace, Pearson. Sometimes I question how he was ever a championship footballer, to be honest with you, because he is at championship level when we're in the championship, I mean. But he's an old school defender that maybe you do need in the ranks, and he does get a goal or two as well. So, but look, tonight I thought he was brilliant. But do you think that Pearson should get the man of the match based on what you've heard, maybe from myself and others? And yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't disagree. For me, it's either between him or Herbie Kane. For me, yeah. Pearson, I did see his performance. I managed to catch it, and you know what? It did surprise me. It did surprise me. So, because I know Ryan, he doesn't rate my players that much, but you know what? He does. When a player plays good, you give them flowers, and that's what Ryan did.
No, it's not that I don't rate him, by the way. It's just that I do think he's got zero pace. Sometimes he can kick the ball out of play far too many times. He hasn't done it he's done fairly well recently, but sometimes he can be a bit loose with his passing. But he does score goals for you, and he's that old school defender. Sometimes you need that defender that puts the ball into Rose head kind of situation. You're not going to have a Helik or a Balker when he's fit kind of defender, who I feel are ball playing defenders. I think Helik is comfortable on the ball. He shows it. And he looks like he's, you know what I mean? He's just a brick wall, Helik. He's got everything about his game, in my opinion. And Balker, when he's fit, is good as well. So, yeah, I have my criticism of Pearson, but I do rate him because you can't not rate a player that does score you goals and he does actually do well defensively at times. But I just think at times I question his ability sometimes. If I'm going to get off, see you later, lads, up the town. Yeah, Michael does bow me. I mean, indeed, yeah. So I think we've kind of come to the end of the show, to be fair, because I don't really think we've got anything else to add apart from let's keep this consistency. Let's go on a winning run now. Let's forget about what's happened in the past. Our past few games at home, and let's go on a run. This win tonight will have given a big confidence boost again, and hopefully you can get a signing through the door. This by the end of the week will be nice, and then just see what happens. But I want consistency. He's like Peter Jackson. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Peter Jackson is way before my time. I do not remember him. I only vaguely remember him as a manager when he was a manager for us. So I was very young when he was our manager. But I never saw him play as a player. But yeah, Keith, I've heard lots about him, of course. But yeah, Peter Jackson, he's a brilliant player. He always comes up when you have chats with town fans. If you it's me when you talk about the past legends of our club. But yeah, really pleased. First half, I thought it was good, as I said. Second half, we did sit back too much for me. And we were a bit lucky because they were pushing and they were getting chances. But we still limited them to 3 shots on target. But they did have 15 shots. So I think we were a bit lucky. But you're in your own luck. I thought we worked hard right until the last minute. We did stay compact. But we need to try and get that second goal. But we didn't, but we got the win. We got the clean sheet. We'll take it. And it's on to Shrewsbury on Saturday away from home. A team that are down near the bottom. So it's going to be a team that we have struggled to break down in recent weeks. We need to go to Shrewsbury if the game goes ahead and get another win. But yeah. Any final thoughts, Horace, before we wrap up? But I think I've kind of summed up how I feel. I think we're all happy that we got the 3 points and it's a big boost. But even though we won, I still look at what we can do better because that's the only way you improve. It's no good saying we won the game, so it's all amazing. Well, no, it wasn't if you look at the game. But we got the win, which is the most important thing I know. But you get what I'm saying? Like, there were elements to the game that I liked, but there were also elements that we have to do better and we need to sharpen up a little bit as well in some places.
Yeah, no, I echo your thoughts, really. I think it's like what I said before anyways. Like, when you're playing teams near the relegation, it should be a win. 3 points.
Yeah.
Try and find a way to break these teams down and just try go on the run. Like you said, try. Not saying win all your games training, but just find a bit of form, and you never know because you guys we there is a game in hand, so we definitely need to go. So if we want to get that promotion, we need to keep winning, find some form. So
that game in hand's against Wigan, isn't it? Because it got postponed, which I think it's meant to be played next month. There hasn't been a date set yet, but yeah. We'll see when that gets played, but it'll be next month, I think. And I think that's the next available time we can play because it's pretty relentless now. I think we probably could have played next Tuesday, actually, but it won't be next Tuesday now because it's too late now. But I think we have a free midweek next Tuesday because we've got Shrewsbury away, Blackpool away, and then Bolton at home. That's our next 3 fixtures. So Blackpool's a good away day. Hopefully I can get to that game actually. I think I might try and get a ticket for it. But yeah, anyway, we have come to Adams Park and we have got the 3 points, so we're very happy with that. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in this evening. Both streams. I've loved your company and I love all the support that I get. A big up to you all. Horace, thank you for coming on as well and sharing your thoughts briefly with us. even though you didn't get to watch as much as you wanted to, but you still got to see bits of it. You got to see the goal as well, which was a treat. The best part, the goal. But yeah, big up to you for coming on. Big up to everyone in the chat. I'll be back tomorrow night for the transfer show. I'll be doing Huddersfield related content tomorrow night, and I'll be doing the show with Matt on Thursday night. Across transfers across the EFL, and we'll go into the Premier League as well and talk about the Premier League transfer rumours and deals and whatever's going on. You know, we'll get into it. But look, night all. Keith says keep it up, lads. Big up to you, Keith, and thank you for tuning in for both streams. And yeah, but guys, we are out. Have a good rest of the evening. It is 11:15. It's very late. So yeah, I'll speak to you all tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Horace, for coming on. And as always, up the town. 3 points in the bag, baby. Let's go. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you soon.